As president of the Fok Ying Tung Group, 71-year-old Timothy Fok Tsun-ting is one of the most powerful men in Hong Kong. His father Henry Fok was known as the godfather of real estate, even before Deng Xiaoping announced reform and opening up policy on the Chinese mainland. Back in the late 1970s, Henry Fok was already beginning to make inroads in the Chinese mainland. 20 years later, his son says, Hong Kong's return to China has been good for Hong Kong.
When I look back, I still remember that 20 years ago, I remember there was a cover of the Time magazine, The Death of Hong Kong. You know, Hong Kong did not die, but actually we prosper. We now actually recently become rated one of the freest economy and one of the most competitive city. And I hope that especially with the one country, two system, with all the exciting things happening in the mainland China, I think recently a lot of leaders in China mentioned the great asset of Hong Kong is one country, two system. We have a different system, but yet with the China's tremendous economic growth.
You once said that the return of Hong Kong to the motherland is not only a political return, but also a cultural one.
But as you know, that Hong Kong was actually a colony for 150 years. You know, we learn a bit of the language, we learn their history, we learn actually their values. And yet return to China is not only economically, not only politically. So I think in many ways, I think especially young people, it's also about emotions. When you like a place, of course you have to learn your language, you have to improve my Mandarin. But number two, you also have to learn the history. So I think that through this different kind of communication, at the end of the day, it's the best people actually will travel, experience, work. And actually, I think this is the most exciting time. And Hong Kong had the benefit of being in the middle of everything.
The Occupy Central movement and the occasional call for Hong Kong independence are evidence of growing tensions in the city. The skyrocketing housing prices have made it increasingly difficult for many people, especially younger Hong Kongers, to make ends meet. The Hong Kong young people, how can they get more opportunities in the development of the country?
We have a difficult world now with globalization, you know, and now you need all the skill to succeed. You know, in the 50s, 60s, you work hard, you make it. But now, with things what it is, it's difficult for youth in Hong Kong. Opportunity, but also we have an extremely, high housing prices. And like I tell everybody, please get on the train. The world doesn't wait for you.